very important for a guitar player to understand what forearm rotation is and its role for both hands when we play. Now, first of all, what is forearm rotation? This is what forearm rotation is. If you hold your arm up like this and you simply turn like this, do that. For a lot of people, when they do that, what they do instead is they start doing this because they're confusing this arm bone here with the forearm. This is called actually the arm, and this is called the forearm. This is one bone. This is two bones. This bone, when we move it, it's that way. These bones, notice how my elbow doesn't change position, okay? So that's forearm rotation. Make sure you are in control of your forearm rotation on your right hand. Because a lot of people make the mistake when they learn they're picking that they use forearm rotation instead of the elbow. That means they pick the notes like this. Okay, they flick it like this, down and up, they go like this. That's not good. That brings the pick away from the strings. You need to learn, when you first are learning, you need to learn straight up and down with the arm like this after you learn how to position the arm correctly. Okay, so we don't want forearm rotation in our picking on the right hand. We want elbow action straight up and down. So forearm rotation bad for the right side, good for the left side. On the left side, when I rotate my forearm, it corrects a big problem that a lot of guitar students have. And that problem is this, that when they're developing the left hand, see, when we develop the left hand, the first thing we have to do is develop it so that when we play, say, for instance, a major scale, we go straight across like this and the knuckles stay parallel. The muscles of the hand have to be pretty well developed to achieve that. What happens to people all the time is because the muscles aren't developed. So say they're learning a scale, they'll start going like this because it just feels easier. Okay. Now, it's not like we never do that in playing, slant the hand this way, but it shouldn't be done in the beginning. In the beginning, to develop the hand properly, it should be this way. Now, if you're studying the principal system, then your first job, is to master these walking exercises with the 4 combinations of 1-4 going across 1-3 1-2. I don't try to teach music to anybody who hasn't mastered that, because it's going to be a very frustrating experience for both of us. But what happens as people are doing this is that the hand starts to slant outward this way, and the pinky, instead of being curled as it should be, as it must learn to be before we use it straight out, we need to have it this way. And it starts to do this. And part of the cure for that is to use forearm rotation for the left hand. That means I'm going to do this. Okay, basically, I'm bringing this part at the base of my pinky, I'm bringing it into the guitar by turning my forearm like this. It's interesting also that forearm rotation is a vital part for bending and vibrato when you're playing that style, okay? Forearm rotation is what we use to do bends. But that would be for later on when you're studying rock and blues after you have an initial foundation. So, but those are 2 uses of forearm rotation for the left hand. In the beginning, to get the straight on position, because there are 2 left hand positions. You get the straight on position like this, and you fix this slanting that goes on by rotating this way. And then when you're using the slanted hand position, this is all explained on the Guitar Principles website, by the way, the 2 hand positions. So when you're using the slanted, your bend is powered by forearm rotation. With the hand in this position, you're doing this. So get very familiar with this idea of forearm rotation because it is a vital part for both hands in the process of playing the guitar.